The Minnesota State Fair is underway. It is an unprecedented get-together. The pandemic has limited some events, but for many traditional fairgoers, they couldn't be happier to be part of the fun. Vendors couldn't be happier to be part of the fun either. For local vendors, getting into the fair is a chance to expand their customer base beyond the Northwest Metro. A Maple Grove boutique called Fox Run missed out on being part of the last year's fair. So as Delane Cleveland reports, this year they are excited to showcase their handmade goods to people from all over Minnesota.
Hi there, how are you today? These are awesome. She does all of these handmade appliques on the back.
Roughly 20 miles from its usual location at the Shops at Arbor Lakes.
We do have a store that's located in Maple Grove.
Okay.
The Great Minnesota Get-Together is getting a taste of Maple Grove.
By far, these are my favorite candles I've ever had, and we are so excited that they are here with us at the fair.
After the pandemic canceled the fair in 2020,
So this is jewelry made from our maker, EverArt Designs.
Tia Scott and her store, Fox Run, are back, returning a second time to the first floor of the Coliseum.
I'm excited to see the amount of people that have come out, and I'm excited to see the support that we have. We've already seen quite a few people who follow us on Instagram or are loyal customers to the store.
We have 13 different makers here today.
Fox Run is a conglomerate of 30 Minnesota artists who make handmade products, which includes everything from jewelry.
I like very clean, modern, simple designs that everybody can wear,
to hand-painted wood signs with colorful language.
I really try to keep things that I know would fit a certain maybe room of the house, something that I could see putting in my own home.
The State Fair gives the artists the opportunity to showcase their work to people who may not usually find themselves in Maple Grove.
I got this horseshoe necklace. It's a 16-inch necklace, and I'm excited to put it on and wear it to the concert tonight.
While many vendors expressed concerns this year over the Delta variant and the lack of a mask mandate, the Fox Run artists say they didn't have any apprehension about showing up.
So we have tried to take the most precautions that we can to make sure that it is worth the risk, but that it's not too much of a risk to our people to put them in danger.
To them, the risk is worth the reward.
So if you ever want to come see us, we're right next to Pottery Barn in Arbor Lake.
Oh, okay.
And it's a reward that could potentially pay off well beyond the 12-day run of the fair.
We've had a long year, and it's nice to feel like we actually have products that, help people feel good.
At the fair, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
We've finally reached the time of year when gardens are producing tomatoes, zucchini, cucumbers, and more. The nonprofit PRISM in Golden Valley is passing along extra produce in a special distribution on September 7th.
So this is a drive-through distribution. People pull up in their cars in our parking lot, and we give them about 6 to 8 bags of produce. It could be apples or pears, tomatoes, watermelon, and people all are welcome. We don't require any sort of income verification. You don't have to be a member of or a participant of PRISM, but it's just a great way for us to give food out to the community in a really low barrier way.
It's a program PRISM takes part in with Second Harvest Heartland. There's no need to register or call ahead. Just show up. There are 2 more produce distributions scheduled after September 7th, one on September 31st and the final one of the season on October 5th. Check with the PRISM website for more information. Next, Neil Persley tells us a story of all's well that ends well, thanks to some minor heroics by members of the Plymouth Fire Department.
This is the story of a firefighter, his chief, a dog mom, and a very happy Bernedoodle named Angus.
I do try to walk him every single day. He loves to walk. And we come here a lot because the path around, it's almost a mile.
One day last week, Debbie and Gus were in the middle of the boardwalk going across Lake Camelot when Angus decided he was going to go for a swim. He was on a retractable dog leash, so before Debbie knew it, Gus was over the edge.
He swam under the dock thing and swam around a pole, and then he was just completely stuck.
Debbie called 911.
We got there and got waved down by the owner, and all we could see was the leash the owner was holding going down into the water tight.
He really couldn't swim because of the way the leash was wrapped around his neck and the dock.
And he just was crying and crying like, "Mom, get me out of here."
Mark jumped into action.
We were able to just climb down the structure of the bridge and get him untangled.
It was very brave because we didn't really know how deep that water was.
We realized he was definitely bigger than we thought.
Then he was like, "I don't know if I can lift Gus out," because he was squirming so much and he weighs over 50 pounds.
But Mark managed to heft Gus out of the drink, much to the relief of Debbie.
I was crying. I was so happy because I was very afraid, that I was going to lose him.
Debbie was grateful for the work the firefighters did and wrote a letter praising Mark and Chief Evenson to the Plymouth City Council.
I mean, I just really want, the fire department to be commended for what they did, because that was really, really great.
For Mark and Chief Tom, it was just another
busy day.
Part of what they love about being Plymouth firefighters.
Yeah, you never know.
Neil Persley, CCX News.
In Brooklyn Center, there's a fundraiser underway to raise money to buy every firefighter a protective vest.
We anticipate we know what's behind the door, but we always don't know what's behind that closed door when it opens up. And there's potential for hostility.
So right now, if you go into either of the two Brooklyn Center municipal liquor stores, you can see displays supporting firefighters. You can also make a donation to go toward purchasing a protective vest for Brooklyn Center firefighters.
We are over halfway to our goal of outfitting every firefighter, and we're hoping to finish strong and complete that goal by September 11th.
Tom says local businesses and civic organizations have also made donations too. This year, September 11th will be the 20th anniversary of the September 11th terrorist attacks.